guys, good afternoon. It is Sunday, March 31st, and there's so many birds chirping in the background. We're trying to wrap up the day here. It's been a full weekend of projects that you'll be seeing in a future video featuring a construction project we're doing. But every day for the past several days, I have been looking out the kitchen window at this. And while all of our bulbs are not even open yet, we're still waiting for a multitude of varieties of tulips to open that we purchased from Costco in the Longfield Gardens bags. The first thing to open though from all that planting that we did, I can attach the video below for you that I showed in the fall where I selected all of my bags of bulbs. These are some of the hyacinths that are still opening. Oh my God, the fragrance right now is so perfumey. It's so clean and it's so like old-fashioned. It's wonderful. It's almost like the fragrance of a candle or a very clean soapy perfume. The smell of hyacinths on Easter afternoon is just something absolutely magical. So I wanted to show you close-ups of these beautiful hyacinths in case you're wondering what it is that you get from these bags. Now, we bought so many varieties. I can go back through the video and highlight the bag for you so you can see what variety it is that I'm showing. The one thing is, the one package did say that they were blue hyacinths, but I think it's so difficult to get a truly blue flower, so they're mostly shades of purple, but oh my God, they're so magnificent. And then the ones that are pink and blue at the same time, I've never even heard of anything like that. So the tulips are well on their way to forming their bulbs and opening. I did highlight a few for you here in the video that are opening, mostly red. And then there's the wonderful daffodils that we planted. So next year we plan on planting many, many more. Well, actually at the end of this year, I can't believe that I'm thinking about autumn already. I get so far ahead. We haven't even planted out the summer garden yet. So, but oh my goodness. This has to be one of the most magical things. I have no regrets planting all of these bulbs. Now these corner beds that we have them planted in are the Creekside, I think they were called. I can post a link to the video for you and a link for the product that we bought, and they did have their difficulties. We did a review on the beds, but this is exactly what I imagined. The only thing I wish I would have changed earlier on was they really do eat up a lot of soil. So we went low with the soil and then we topped it off with mulch, but everything really settled down substantially. So the bulbs came up a little bit low, but to, you know, some extent, it's probably good because it almost offers them a little bit more support while they're in there. Now, the next thing that will be coming up from these blooms will be the many varieties of alliums that I planted. And I really, really love and enjoy the alliums. So they'll be coming up in the middle, all different sizes. I cannot wait to see them. But this beautiful pink hyacinth right here, a simple shade of pink, has to be one of my favorite blooms of the year so far. This was a really busy weekend for us working on the projects. We're now actually able to get everything narrowed down. We ordered stone for the front wall, which is going to be another video. So you will probably see this video before you know what it is that I'm talking about when I talk about the wall up front. We have major excavation happening out there. Farmer John, I have to give him credit. He really can just get down on his knees for long hours and excavate. I mean, it's just amazing. But he's putting in big footings for this stone wall that will be dry stack colonial stone. I don't know if you know what I mean by a dry stacked wall, but it's going to be very colonial. From the front, it's going to look like a retaining wall that some people have used in the past just to hold the lawn back, to take away a slope for making it easier while you're cutting the grass. Sorry if there's wind noise. But we're actually turning it around and making it into a big, wide raised bed because we have a lot of plants. So again, you may be seeing this out of context. But right now I'm looking down at a flower that I'm going to turn you around and show you. And I think that this is Scilla. There was something called Scilla campanulata. I will have it straight, and I'll be posting, probably inserting little pictures up on the top of the different bags for you. But this little flower that I'm about to zoom in on actually naturalizes an area. So it comes up very similar to a crocus, it appears. So these little blue flowers are very, very, very tiny. They're even smaller than crocuses. But my goodness, if they do take over this entire area and it's just a field of these little blue flowers, I will not complain. You can see how many we planted. They're like the size of little pearl onions in the bag. So when you take them out, there's just so many of them. But then look how nicely they come up, and they come up at the same time as the crocuses, so really gorgeous. The crocus are just starting to die back, but wow, this was one of the first things to show up this year, if not the first thing. And I'm so happy that we planted them, because there were bees all through this bed, and the bees woke up and they immediately went to these flowers to have something to eat. So I would really encourage everyone, if you're considering trying bulbs for the first time, to consider the Costco crocus. Now, they do die back. They're not very long-lived, but while they're here, they're just really incredible. And like I said, not only are they visually pleasing, but it's critical for the bees that we have food available for them when they wake up. Now, we planted this whole entire row with tulips and crocus mixed in with all of the daylilies that we separated. So this entire bed here is all the bigger straps are daylilies all the way down, tulips and crocus. And the tulips are just incredible. So this shade of red is so vibrant right now. It's grabbing the last moments of the sun. Just looking out, they look like fake flowers. And they open when the sun is its brightest, and then they close in the evening. So during the day, they're wide open, and you can see their vibrant yellow throats inside. Now, we have so many colors about to open. I'm so excited, and I hope that you'll stay with us so you can see this entire row of flowers open up here. So lots of developing that's going to be happening in this area this year, you guys. It's going to be a lot of perennial flowers, annual flowers, and we're hoping to have bloom time from spring until well into the fall. Now, this little guy here is some type of little anemone, and you can always tell anemones, I'm learning, from the shape of their leaves, but these are, again, a very, very tiny little flower here, but they have a very interesting stamen, and they just sort of dance around. Again, they seem like they live only a day or so. They open up and then they close like this in the evening, and they're just really pretty and dainty, and I'm hoping that they're going to naturalize in this area, because I have them all along the border here, but I'm really only seeing a few at a time open. So let's see if I can get anything out of this little guy here. Really pretty, very daisy-like. I'm happy. Wow, they have a lot of details on them, a lot of character. Beautiful little stamens. This is the first year for this daffodil back here. These are also from the Costco purchase in the fall, and we just planted them, so this is the first time they're blooming here. Really gorgeous. I can see them out the kitchen window, and just seeing the yellow and then panning up to all of that purple. I can't wait. We have a lot of alliums, and there's a lot of tulips mixed in here, so I kind of secretly wish that they would all just be open at the same exact time, but knowing that I'm going to have more to come after these colors die back before we have our burst of spring and summer colors, this has just been so pleasing to me and joyful and peaceful. So I can't encourage you more. If you have the space to put some bulbs in the ground in the fall, I will be reminding you whether or not it's worth it or not to do it. And at this point, I'm saying it's highly, highly worth it to plant these beautiful flowers. So next weekend is going to be crunch time. The stone will be delivered Friday morning. Oh, before I'm turning the corner here, let me show this to you. This is not, well, some of it's purchased from Costco, but not all of it. Let me turn you around. I forgot about this. So I'm exiting the gate here, and this is some white creeping phlox. This whole entire thing will become a mountain of white little flowers, and we're transplanting this up front into the new project that we're doing. This is one of the colors. And what I was mentioning was this phlox. Now, I don't know, this is from the Costco Longfield Gardens. It didn't do well last year. Maybe it takes a year to come back, I don't know. I planted it, it died back. I'm in the absolute state of shock to see it coming back here this year. I'm pretty sure these were the white ones. They might be purple, but I also planted some orange and bright pink colors and they didn't come up. But that, however, is phlox from the farm stand that we bought many years ago. And we have a peony in here that has volunteered in the middle. We have peonies everywhere, and we have little baby Japanese maples. So I just thought this sea of flowers was absolutely beautiful, and I wanted to share it with you. Can you hear Mr. Softy in the background? I will not be having Mr. Softy. I can't even imagine how sick that would make me, to be honest with you. So anyway, we're gonna go around the front now and see how far Farmer John has gotten on the project. And like I said, you're going to see this video before you see this project. So it's gonna be a little bit of a surprise to you, so don't be confused. But again, I'm gonna turn you around and show you some flowers, and then we'll go talk to Farmer John real quick. Wow, what a sight it is to turn the corner and see Muscari, beautiful yellow daffodils. You cannot go wrong with these bulbs. You plant them in the fall, you almost, don't worry about them again. And then this is what happens when spring comes and they wake up. This is so stunning. Just seeing them down this walkway. I mean, I can't get enough of it. I have a little bit of pink hyacinth. That hyacinth was here 10 years ago when we moved in, and it still comes up every year. These daffodils were also here when we moved in, and we haven't changed a thing with them. We haven't even split them, and they come up every year. But this year, we're pretty sure that we're going to be splitting them because there is a variety over here that I really, really love. Let's see if we can get you. Trying to get focused in on that. It's just really, really ruffly and gorgeous. I don't have my tripod with me. I just love these flowers. So yes, you guys, the ever-present yellow buckets. We are in project mode. And here is the footing going in on this side of the lawn. Farmer John has been digging for 2 days, doing a phenomenal job. He's probably not going to have too much to say right now because he's in I want to be done mode. How you feeling, Farmer John?
Done.
You're done? This is a lot, huh? You've been digging all day for 2 days. This is incredible. I was just talking to everybody about the Costco bulbs that we planted in the fall and how beautiful they are. You've been out here all day with them and dancing around in the background, so.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Anyway, poor Farmer John. I came back into the yard real quick, but decided to leave Farmer John to be with himself because he really wants to get done. So I'm going to turn you around one more time and show you something else. Now, when you transplant lettuce, it does go into shock. So I wanted to just show you this real quick since it was in front of me. But look at this beautiful Vivian lettuce growing. And all of this lettuce was directly sown seed. And this is Tom Thumb, Little Gem, and the tennis ball. These are last year's carrots. And then I want to show you this. This is some sort of heavenly blue. I think it's called pansy from Baker Creek. And I sowed this last year. I wanted to see what would happen if I direct sowed the seeds. And they didn't come up until now, but look how gorgeous. There we go. Oh my goodness. So beautiful. Anyway, lots of projects coming up, you guys. We're going to be working on that front area. A whole video will be dedicated to it. We have a whole bunch of Japanese maples growing from seedlings that Farmer John has salvaged. That he finds them popping up, and he's been putting them in little buckets and saving them. So we'll have those to talk about as well. So anyway, you guys, I hope you had a great weekend. Thanks for spending a few moments with me. Do I think the Costco bulbs are worth it? I absolutely do. I hope to see you in the next video.